My name is Christopher Shore, and I'm a sixth-year MD PhD medical student. I'm currently in my last planned year of my PhD. For today's video, I want to try something a little bit new. I recently bought a new camera and decided it would be a bit of a fun task to bring it around with me over the last couple of days. For today's video, I want to talk to you about the importance of showing up. Keep showing up. Showing up is probably one of the most single important life lessons I've learned so far that has directly translated into my success personally and professionally. There have been so many times in my life where it's meant all the difference just because I was present and ready to seize an opportunity. I'd like to tell you about the story of Harrison Ford. I've been rewatching the Star Wars movies recently, and I stumbled on an old recording of George Lucas talking about the time he cast Harrison Ford for the role of Han Solo. Back then, Harrison Ford was not the superstar we think of today. He had acted a bit, yes, but was mainly paying the bills as a carpenter, doing odd jobs around Hollywood to support his family. His transition back onto the screen happened by chance, where he was hired to do some woodwork at the same studio where George Lucas was holding auditions for Star Wars. While Ford was installing a door, or cabinets, and the counts vary slightly, Lucas asked him to help out by reading lines for the actors auditioning for the roles of Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia. Ford wasn't technically auditioning himself, but he was acting as a foil to help Lucas evaluate the other actors' performance. Ford's natural, slightly sarcastic delivery of Han Solo's lines, partially fueled by his lack of interest in the part, was exactly what Lucas was looking for. Soon, it became impossible to ignore that Ford was perfect for the role. He was the character that Lucas had been trying to find, and the rest is history. This story emulates what I mean by keep showing up. Harrison didn't just walk into a superstar role. He showed up day after day doing his job and being open to the opportunities around him. He could have easily said, "No, I'm done with this," and made other plans, but he kept showing up anyways. He showed up and was present enough for the opportunity to find him. In my own life and in my own training, I see this pattern again and again. Life has a unique way of surprising you, but only if you are present to receive it. This week, I had an amazing opportunity to present my research at Cancer Research Day. This is an annual meeting my university hosts to share updates from the university labs. I have attended Cancer Research Day since 2022, and it's always been a blast. It's been a wonderful place to see friends and colleagues and to share progress and cancer discoveries we've made over the last year. As I enter the clinic again, a part of me is a little bit bittersweet, as this might be the last year I can actually attend to present. Just this week, I had a day where I stayed at the lab until almost 7 p.m. running Western blots. I was exhausted. I was ready to go home. I remember sitting there waiting for a transfer to finish, but I pushed through, and that experiment, the one that I almost packed up on, ended up being one of the cleanest I've had this entire year. This is what I mean when I say showing up doesn't guarantee success. It doesn't. What it does give you is a ticket to enter, a chance to be in the running. If I had clocked out at 5 p.m., that data would just be sitting unrun in a freezer somewhere, waiting for some other version of me to come and find it. I ended up winning an award at Cancer Research Day this week, and I'm extremely grateful to have received it. And to be honest, though, with you, this award isn't really about being the smartest person in the room or being the best at any one thing, but it's about the 100 late nights that I've spent in the laboratory and the experiments that didn't show up on the poster. The poster that I stood next to was built out of the days that I didn't want to show up, but I did anyways. I once heard a quote that 90% of success is just showing up, and I think this is very true. While showing up won't necessarily get you the thing you want, like a job, a relationship, or a specific opportunity, not showing up almost guarantees that you will miss it. Showing up is about giving yourself a chance to be chosen, a chance to be seen, a chance to learn, a chance to fail, and a chance to try something new and perhaps unexpected. Most of the best things in my life didn't happen because I was the smartest or the strongest person in the room. They happened because I was in the room at all. As I'm recording this video, I've been reflecting a bit over the time that I put into making my research poster. This poster reflects not just hours of copying and pasting pictures onto PowerPoint, but years of daily practice of going into the laboratory and trying something new. As a scientist, there are so many experiments that don't work. It's important to keep going when this happens and just to keep showing up. We all have bad days, yes. You aren't alone in this experience. But if you give up after all your bad days, who's going to be there when you finally have a good one? I don't know when we'll exactly cure cancer, but I do believe that with every experiment, every poster, every late night in the lab, and every person who keeps showing up brings us one step closer to that goal. My job is to show up, not just for my boss, not just for my patients, but importantly for myself. I'm proud of what I do, and I hope you are too. I appreciate you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.